Kurnow, and today is such a beautiful late summer, early fall day that I thought I'd take you right out onto the deck with me to talk a little bit about tatting. Tatting is a form of lace making. Here's an example of something that I'm working on and a shuttle that I've been using. And it's really a lot of fun, and it's very portable, which is why you can bring it just about anywhere with you. Well, these are some of the tools and pieces of tatting that I've collected over the years, starting over here with the very first piece of tatting I ever had, this little cross bookmark that my friend's grandmother made. It seems like you need a lot of things to begin to tat, but the truth is, I'm going to show you how you can tat with just a piece of string and your hands. Okay, here I am. I have thread, I have hands, I'm ready to go. The first thing I do is I pinch one end of the thread between my thumb and forefinger, and I wrap it around the top of my hand and come back and catch the other end in the same spot. And you'll notice I sort of spread apart these two fingers here. That's where I'm using for working space, that little area in there. Now the other end of the thread, eventually we would have a shuttle attached to this, but we don't really need one just to make a knot. So this is the other end of the thread, and tatting has a knot that's made up of two parts. You make half a knot and then you make the other half to lock it into place. So let's try. You take your end and go to this working space. You want to go under that, and when you do that you'll notice that it creates a loop. So you go under that and come back through your loop. Now when I do that, it makes this little loop here. And the part that eluded me when I was learning to tat was that this loop here has to transfer over to this base thread. The way that that happens is you give it a little bit of a tug. It pops over to this thread, and then I hold it with the thumb and forefinger, keep it in place until I can lock it. To make the other half of the knot, I take the end of the thread, and this time I go over that working piece and come back through the loop. I have another loop, give it a tug. It slides right up against the knot that I made previously. Now to me, it looks like the mathematical symbol pi, but that's because I'm a mathematician. Two little bars with a bar across the top. If I've made the knot correctly, it should slide back and forth along this base thread. So let's see. You pull this one to tighten it, pull this one to loosen it. If it slides, you know that you've made your knot correctly. If it doesn't, throw this piece of thread away, take another 18 inches of thread, and start again. Let's try it again slowly. First, I come up, go under and through the loop, give it a tug, slide it. Over, through the loop, give it a tug, slide it into place. Now I didn't get this at first. It took me a long time to figure it out. I was trying to learn out of a book. I went over to my friend's house who had given me the cross-shaped bookmark, and her father took a piece of string, showed me how to make the knot. He wasn't a tatter himself, but he had watched his mom do it for so many years and he understood the engineering behind it. So that was the beginning of my tatting days.